Hi Eric, obviously we've just seen the statement about Christian Eriksen's injury. How is he mentally? How are you guys? It's a huge blow. Of course, he is disappointed about it, we are disappointed about it. It happens in top football, you have to deal with it. Sad news. Hello Red Devils fans, today I bring you news from Ten Hag's team. But before we jump right into the video, please help us grow by liking, commenting, and sharing so we can continue to bring you this content. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has conducted his pre-match press conference ahead of Wednesday's Carabao Cup semi-final second leg at Old Trafford. The Reds go into the tie with a 3-goal lead after last week's comprehensive first-leg win at the City ground. While there is a lot of anticipation ahead of tomorrow's return fixture, the first part of Ten Hag's press conference was understandably dominated by the news that Christian Eriksen will be out for a sustained period of time, after a statement was released.
Everyone, welcome to our press conference for our Carabao Cup second leg game against Nottingham Forest tomorrow. First section in Balgon for 12:30 p.m. We'll start with Simon Finch.
Hi Eric.
Hi, Sam.
Obviously we've just seen the statement about Christian Eriksen's injury. How is he mentally? How are you guys? I mean, it's a huge blow.
Of course, he's disappointed about. We are disappointed about, but yeah, that's happened in top football, and it shouldn't have happened, but yeah, it did, and yeah, you have to deal with it.
He's obviously been a very important player for you since he's arrived. Do you believe you have enough depth to cover him in the squad, or is it, as it's deadline day, could you move in the market to replace him?
As you said, something coming out on deadline day, then it's difficult, and you can't make policy on such bad injuries. But we have players in the midfield department and good players. We also we have players who can fill that gap.
I mean, in terms of filling that gap, how do you do that? Because you don't seem to have someone who can come in and do exactly what Christian's done in terms of controlling games. That has been one of the major reasons why Manchester United have been so much better this season than last.
Yeah. But I think you can never feel that because every player has his own characteristics and identity. So another player will always fill it in a different way. But that doesn't mean that you have to be less successful. But it's quite clear that Christian Eriksen, that is for our squad, this brings top quality, and especially he has some specifics what is hard to replace. And for instance, his impact in the final third, final ball.
People might look at the fact that Fred, for instance, scored on Saturday, whenever it was, and also he plays very well with Casemiro for the Brazilian national team. He's a big personality. Is he the type of player who can come in and take authority and maybe raise his game to a level that supporters have not seen?
But I think you mentioned already in your first sentence. He's playing together with Casemiro in Brazilian squad. I would say that's not the worst squad in the world, and they have so many choices what they can make, but they often prefer to play them together. So that tells something about the quality Fred has and what he can contribute to the team, and that he did it on several times. When I see his performance, for instance, against Tottenham Hotspur, for instance against Manchester City, when he's coming on last game, straight score a goal. So he has a lot of qualities, and I think they are a really good combination, Casemiro and Fred.
If incomings are unlikely at this point, Eric, in the window, what about outgoings? Think of the likes of Anthony Elanga, Facundo Pellistri, Brandon Williams. Could any of those leave before the deadline tonight?
Yeah, could be, but depends on certain circumstances.
Would that only be on loan for the rest of the season?
If so, that would be likely. That would be loans. Yeah.
And when you see what the likes of Chelsea are doing in this window, how does that impact the balance in the Premier League, spending so much money at this stage of the season?
I can't talk for other clubs, and I'm talking for our club, and we have a strategy, and so we keep the strategy where we want to go, and we want to restore Manchester United where they belong, and we are in a good direction, and so also it has to match our financial frames. And so we started in the season, and we keep consistent to that plan and to the strategy. And I think we're developing as a club, we're developing as a squad in a way of play. I think you see also the results in that process. So we make the right progress. So we have to keep the process going and keep improving every day.
Hi Eric.
Hi.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka's been in lovely form recently. We've seen him play more higher at the pitch and more inverted. How impressed have you been with his performance? And is that more what you expected from the fullbacks? And lastly, in terms of in the last game we saw Wild Weghorst, new player that's been brought in, expecting to play more direct into him. We saw Facundo play an excellent cross into him. We expect to see that next phase of our football.
Yes, definitely. I think Aaron, he was so often ill or injured start of the season, so he wasn't in the right spirit to contribute. A lot of dropouts, and then in the restart he was available, and he get used to our way of play, what we introduced, and I think he make a good development, he make a good progress, and I think you see him growing game by game. And I'm happy that also what I think was quite well in the last games, the connection between Aaron and Anthony was much better. Yeah. And then you see much more difficulties for the opponent. And also we have to work on that we even have more bodies there, occupation around them, and so they have more opportunities to play over. So and then to Wout, I think Wout is first game he's integrating really well, and he's just doing what I expected him to do. And of course routines has to come, but the more you play together, the more it will come. And so I expect even better performance from him.
So that's it guys. If you like this content, don't forget to give us that thumbs up on the like and subscribe so you don't miss the next news. To the next.